Is being on a diet standing between you and takeaways? Well, this one is just like the one from your favourite Chinese. Give it a whirl. Tonight's meal is going to be a bit of a treat for me. It's always been one of my favourites. Crispy chili chicken with katsu sauce and a few veggies. It's the sort of thing that makes dieting feel a little bit less of a chore. It's nice food, but it's still rooted in being sensible. I'm basically going to turn this rather small pile of ingredients into a yummy meal. It's basically some chicken drum because I'm tight, Utaka curry sauce, bit of corn flour, 60 grams of rice and a few veggies. There's going to be some spices to go in the corn flour, but boom, it's a cracking meal and it's only 628 calories. Now I use chicken drum fillet because A, it's cheap, and B, I'm tight. So there it is, all chopped up. Next up's a bit of corn flour. Don't worry too much about it because you will leave, about weighing it. I usually go for about 20 grams, but you will leave some behind. Bit of garlic in there, bit of chilli. Obviously only put things in that you actually fancy. Bit of salt, really does need a bit of salt because it just makes it taste, salt always makes stuff taste better. Mix it up, fire your chicken in and just get it all coated with a bit of the seasoned corn flour. And as you can see, there's a lot of the corn flour left, so I just guess at the quantity on that. But as I said earlier, this kicks in at 628 calories, and that's it. You'll fry it a bit first. Now, I really love the Utaka curry sauce, purely because of the taste, but a lot of people use the Mayflower stuff you can buy from Home Bargains. So you slice off about 20 grams, short by 6 grams, so that'll take these crumbs, and I bet it won't be far off 20 there. And it is just literally blend it in with a bit of water and bring it to simmer. And at this point I can smell the frying pan's getting good and hot, so I'm just going to go and fire the chicken in. And you literally just fry it around until the edges go brown. It's not rocket science, because you're going to take it out, let it cool a bit, and then throw it into the air fryer. Now for my rice, I just weigh out 60 grams, and I always cook using the absorption method where you add twice as much water, so 120 grams of water, and bring it down till it reduces. I just find it makes that a little bit stickier if you do it that way. Not saying that's how you should do it, that's what works for me. As you can see, it's starting to brown off a bit now. Then we'll leave that to stand and it'll go in the air fryer. People ask why I use the cheaper cuts of chicken. Well, firstly because I'm tight, and secondly because I think they taste better. I think breast is wasted on a meal like this, whereas something like thigh or even better drum, it's got that slightly higher fat content and I think it tastes better, and there's loads of protein in it. How much protein, I hear you ask? Well, according to MyFitnessPal, the whole meal kicks in at 48 grams. So that's a half decent whack of protein for a very simple meal. So 12 minutes in the air fryer and the chicken's nice and crispy. I've steamed the veg. Okay, I haven't steamed the veg, I've thrown them in the microwave, but steam sounds much better. And I've made my curry sauce. God, I love Utaka curry sauce. And because I want to make it feel like a bit of a treat, I've laid it out quite nicely with a new plate I've got from my mum. She's good to me, isn't she? And the secret now is in the pour. I like to keep the curry sauce to one side because I like to dip the crispy chili chicken in. Now, fair enough, it doesn't quite look like a takeaway, but I think we'll agree that doesn't look bad. And for nearly 50 grams of protein and just over 600 calories, it's a diet meal that actually feels like a treat. To let you into a secret, I'm probably not going to use the chopsticks on this. I reckon I cook that one at least once a week, and it works just as well with strips of beef, crispy chili beef, funnily enough, that's what they call it. You could do it with pork, and you could even do it with tofu. This isn't about me turning into a cooking channel, so I'm not going to do the step-by-steps. This is about showing you what you can have just by educating yourself as to the calories and nutrition of certain very basic foods. I don't think any of the recipes in this series are going to have more than 5 or 6 ingredients. It's just more to get you thinking, because I firmly believe the best person to control your choices is you. And you can get there very simply by learning about the values of certain foods. If you want to subscribe more to my way of thinking, drop us a follow, subscribe, watch my weekly diary. Sometimes it's absolutely crap, but it's coming from what's actually happening to me in my life at the moment. So there's no bullshit. I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's just purely helping you to go where I've been and where I'm going, so we can pull together and learn about controlling your pitfalls and your successes. For me, my pitfall is I think I'm a foodaholic, because every time I fall off the wagon, I'm not binging, but I'm still capable of buying a packet of biscuits and eating the whole packet. I've addressed that by not having any packets of biscuits in the flat. There's no such thing as a biscuit barrel in my place because I've never got any. There's no such thing as a leftover biscuit. So I've had to address that and come up with my own strategy. So it's pointless you following a plan or me giving you a plan, because you're different to me. You might not be as weak as me. You might be weaker than me. So for what works for me is being disciplined with myself, tracking, and in some ways making myself accountable by keeping talking to you guys. For you, that might not be your problem. It might just be cut out a certain level of snacks in a day and you'll hit your deficit. So stop thinking about following people and just follow yourself, because your best friend in this journey is you, and your only enemy on this journey is you. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again.